Now we have implemented 3 validations on the name input text element. The first validation we implemented is to check for mandatory field, then for minimum length validation, and then to allow only alphabets and spaces. In these scenarios, we are displaying an error message in red color below the input text element. It would be good if the border of the input text element also changes to red to provide more emphasis on the validation error present on that field. The ng model directive supports a feature called as Control Status CSS Classes, which can be used to implement styling in the input text element for validation errors. I am refreshing the page in the browser. I have already opened the developer tools and I am in the Elements tab. I am expanding app root, then expanding the form tag, then expanding the second div tag that contains the input text element. In the input text element, let us look into the class attribute. We can see ng-untouched, ng-pristine, and ng-invalid included as class attribute values. These classes are dynamically included by the ng model directive based on the current state of the control. Hence, it is called as Control Status CSS Classes. The input text element is not yet accessed, hence it has included ng-untouched. No modifications done in the input text element, hence it has included ng-pristine. The field is empty, hence the field is invalid, hence it has included ng-invalid. Let me click within the input text element and then click outside the input text element. In the class, we can see ng-untouched getting changed to ng-touched. If I type something in the input text element, then ng-pristine gets changed to ng-dirty. Once I type a valid text, then we can see ng-invalid getting changed to ng-valid. In summary, based on the current state of the property touched, dirty, and valid, ng model directive includes the respective state name prefixed with ng- as class attribute value. These classes that gets dynamically included are called as Control Status CSS Classes. These CSS classes makes it easier to apply styling for validation errors. This can also be implemented using the built-in directive ng-style and ng-class, but using Control Status CSS Classes makes it much more easier. As demonstrated in this video, check the inclusion of Control Status CSS Classes in the developer tools of your browser. In the next video, I will demonstrate how styling can be applied using Control Status CSS Classes.